Experience versus youth. Once a year, 74-year-old fitness enthusiast Skip Hause challenges a fellow swimmer to a race. This year, he has invited 14-year-old Vera Rivard. The race will be a half-mile course from his home on Lake Sunapee to Dewey Beach. The race was held this Friday, September 7, 2018. Skip will have a 14-minute head start. Will experience win the day? Will youth prevail? Skip is a 74 years young and lifetime fitness guru. He is an accomplished open water swimmer and has years of pool swimming, running, and skier. Vera's bio is equally impressive. She's 14 years old and a member of the Hogan Center in New London. Swims from the UVAC and Kearsarge swim clubs. Is a freshman at Kearsarge High School and has completed the 25-mile Search for Memphis 2018. She has competed in many open water events and loves a challenge and loves working out.
We swim in the same place, so...
Oh, you actually swim in the same sports club?
We both practice at Hogan.
Ah, so you've met Skip before at some of these...
No, I didn't know her at all. And I walked into Hogan one day and I saw the newspaper article that she had swam this Lake Magog race, and I was amazed. And then, so I contacted the sports writer who referred me to the family, and I presented this fun event. So that's how it all started.
That's wonderful. Well, you guys are anxious to get started here, so I'm going to get out of your way. So, does she have to wear any special suit, like a wetsuit or anything?
No special suit. This is a few years back when she first started, thinking she was going to do some swimming long distances. So we tried the wetsuit, and she didn't care for it, so we've just never done it.
Even in the fall?
Yep. Even in the fall when it gets a little bit colder, since she's just kind of trained for it and toughened up, I guess you could say.
Somebody was saying the other day, because we've been talking about, reading about her in the paper,
yep,
that she goes in the winter, she goes in the shower, or she goes in the lake or something in the winter?
I was gonna say, well, when we can in the lake before it freezes over, she'll go, swim. During the true winter times, cold showers and ice baths are probably the best way to really train. So
God bless her. That's great. That's amazing. So and she obviously has proven that it does work, and she's 14 years old.
14, yep.
How long has she been swimming?
Been swimming with the Upper Valley Aquatic Center, the swim team, since 5 years old.
Yeah.
This love of open water that she's been doing is just like the past 4 years.
Now, obviously, there's a big difference between sprint swimming and endurance swimming.
Yeah.
How did she get involved with endurance?
Endurance swimming, she really loves it. There's a gentleman up in Vermont, Phil White, that organizes a lot of different, longer marathon type swims, and he just keeps on encouraging her to do more and more and more, and she wants to. So
that's great.
It's kind of blossomed from there.
Let me ask her competitor, her number one competitor here, Skip. How did you get involved with this in long distance swimming? Endurance swimming?
It's only this. I just about 6 years ago decided to challenge somebody to swim a half a mile over there to the beach, because I was getting in good swimming shape at the pool, at Hogan Sports Center, and I've grown up around these rocks and this harbor, and quite a few years ago I did swim. I made it in 23 minutes back maybe 25 or 30 years ago. So now it's just a tradition. I challenge neighbors, this neighbor, a couple from over there, plus a lifeguard over there. So now it's just...
When I was speaking to Skip the other night, he said that you were going to give him a 14-minute start, or did he ask you for a 14-minute start?
I don't remember how that happened. Anyway, it happened. Yeah.
What do you think about that? Think you can catch him?
I don't know. We're just gonna see.
He's about 5 times older than you.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that he finishes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're hoping we'll see how he told me that he asked you if you caught up to him, you passed him on his left.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's the way he swims. He breathes on his left.
Yeah.
So that he can see you coming, which is he's asking for all the advantages, isn't he? He's a nice guy, nice fella.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll see what happens.
Right. That is
We'll do
great.
the best we can.
Okay.
who knows? Maybe he's pulling our leg, and
I know, he's probably super fast.
What is your difference? Do you have when you were in the swim club, you must do sprints also, short distances.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference, and does that help your endurance?
I think it does. I don't know. I like the longer ones in the swim pool. I like distance.
500, 1,000,
1,000,
1650.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I've done a lot of triathlons, and I know in the running aspect of it, we do a lot of sprints, and then we do long distance, and then sprints someday.
Yeah.
So, do you do those intermittently with you train? You train
Yeah.
sprints and.
At UVAC, you have to do all the sports and all the distances. When you're younger, they want you to try everything because you never know what you're going to like. And you might like something for a little while and then decide you like something else. So
That's great.
tries it all.
Hey, Skip, I was asking Vera about your 14-minute start. How did that come about?
Well, I estimated that it would take me 28 minutes to get over there because I had done 500 meters in 18 minutes, and I kind of projected, and I know it takes me in that time frame. So, and then they estimated that it would take her about 14 minutes to get there. So it kind of comes out right.
That's going to be fun. It's going to give you some incentive, isn't it?
Yeah.
To catch him, and it's going to be his incentive to see if he can finish in front of you. But that's great. This is going to be a fun day. I'm excited about being here and seeing you and doing any. Do you got any other things you might want to share? Let me ask you. You're going to be going to Island, and we just talked about the Cork distance swim week. How can people? Is there a website, or how might they donate to help you get there?
Well, for right now, there's a thing on Facebook about voting, and Colonial Pharmacy is doing a per vote thing. Like per vote, they're paying a
We will
certain
be
amount.
setting up a site for her. She just got invited last week,
Right.
so it's a very new thing, and we will definitely be setting something up. I can email you.
That's great. And for what it's worth, the email address that you gave me, Darcy, is it okay to put that on my
Oh, absolutely.
blog?
Sure. Yeah,
And I'll
definitely.
mention
Thank
that
you.
donations to see if something,
Yeah, that would be great. Thank
anything
you.
like this, because I know it's very, very hard.
That will be in the works.
But
just
it's a
kind of-
thrill to have a local woman that's doing all this stuff, you know? It
Yeah,
really
well,
is.
thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
interest, because we're excited.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
So,
What are the safety items you were talking about?
well, this is we always have an extra PFD for the swimmer in case they get in trouble. This is unfortunately, sometimes things happen like cramps, or if you're swimming in colder water, hypothermia is definitely an issue. So, but no issues that we've ever had. We're gonna like to keep it that way.
That's great.
Right. And I've never had an issue either swimming a third of a mile or a half a mile, so
Yeah.
I don't expect any trouble.
And it's what, about half mile?
Half a mile, yeah.
That's great.
Al Peterson says it's 0.48.
Well, Jim and I will paddle along.
There we go.
Obviously, I will stay away from you folks, but I'd like to get as many videos and
Sure.
interview
gotta get this
Vera, and just like what we're doing now.
Okay.
Just
That
You
sounds
gotta
good.
get the rubber duck.
Oh yeah, it's good. Oh geez, yeah, I better go grab that from you.
The finish.
you can certainly spot her in the water if that's near her, right?
This is going to be the finish.
That's the finish
Oh,
line.
the
That's gonna
finish,
be on the
okay.
beach. We're gonna touch the rubber ducky. First one to touch the rubber ducky wins.
Okay. So that's the rubber ducky for the finish line.
I'll come help with the duck because I carried it all the way up from the lake.
There, already got it.
Gotta jump all the way over. You're good.
Well,
You're good on your feet.
her to go.
They got the duck. This is going to be the finish line.
Carter's swimming.
He's getting his bag. Oh, that's smart.
Carter
too.
needs the
He got
pump.
the jacket.
He needs what?
Oh, he needs this pump here
Oh, okay.
in case the duck deflates.
Okay, understandable. Okay, they're going out with the boy now. The end, I should, not the boy. This is the end. There's Jim out there taking pictures. Watching him. Straight across is Dewey Beach. But they gotta watch out for the rocks here.
Yeah, there's a rock on the left.
Keep going right. Keep going straight or right. Or right.
So we're heading over there, right? That's where Dewey Beach is. Okay.
We've made him do
That's where
anywhere.
we're going.
Everything's gonna be good.
It's about 0.48 miles, and we're calling it half mile. It's good enough.
Yeah, right straight.
You'll see the duck. Aim for the duck.
Track,
Oh yeah.
because that's good for my knee.
that's nice.
But otherwise, I would have a knee problem if I would run on the pavement.
Yeah.
So, and I don't go do hills, so I had to be very careful. So that's the only running I do is just a mile and a quarter once a week.
Yep. Oh, it's perfect to stay in shape.
Yeah, I just have to be careful of joints, aches and pains.
Absolutely.
So what other training does Vera do besides swim, obviously endurance swimming, and does she do sprints or weights or
she's
running?
with the swim team, you know, the entire year. They do it year round. Other training, they do actually a dry land. And when they get older, and you know, for the swim team, they do weights and stuff like that. So
Fascinating.
yeah,
And what's the longest endurance swim that she's had?
it's like Vera just this summer. This is in July. She did a 25-mile swim across Lake Magog. It's up in northern Vermont.
That's I've been up there. That's a big, big lake.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, 25 miles. It took her 16 hours and 24 minutes.
fantastic.
So,
Did she have any trouble with passports? Obviously, part of
Yep.
Magog, a large part is in Canada.
yep. And we all have to have passports. This is and we had to make sure that all our boats were registered, which is something that the guy that organizes the swim helps take care of.
Right.
Registers us all ahead of time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. You sent me an article of a fellow back in early 1900s, Cummings. What was the reference to that?
Oh, well, it was just, I saw it in the Sunapee Historical Society, a couple of paragraphs about this guy back in the 1920s, and he was a super swimmer. He was on some college swim team, and he swam from White Shutters, those cottages over there, to Sow and Pig Rock. The article said he could often be seen swimming across Sunapee Harbor from there to these rocks. That's what
So
they're-
those rocks right there in front of us, that's Silent Pig Rocks?
Sow and Pigs.
Sow and Pig Rocks.
S-O-W and Pigs, yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to break his record?
Well, I don't know what times he had. He was more or less practicing for the swim team, evidently. So.
That's great. That's great. That's why you're coming over. I get that. It's getting rough out there.
That's away.
Your mom was telling me that you have an opportunity to go to Island this coming summer. The Cork Swim distance camp? What is that about?
Invite only, 9 days that you get to swim in Ireland. It's some people that finish this camp end up swimming the English Channel after.
Ooh, it sounds like you got your sights big.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. What's the furthest you've swam as far as endurance swimming?
25 miles. It was July this year.
And what was the time on that?
16 hours, 24 minutes.
That's great. Do you do the crawl most of the time, or do you do intermittent? What type of strokes do you use?
Freestyle, which is also known as crawl.
And you must, 16 hours, at some point in time, you must tread water and drink some water, or...
And there, I use goo, which is like an energy gel, and then UCAN, which is a powder that goes in water. And then, that's
How
what I
often
use.
do you drink water? It's very easy to get dehydrated, as you're well aware, in
Yeah.
water. So,
Yeah. It's About every 40 minutes.
35 to 40 minutes usually.
Yeah, that's interesting. When we hike, I tell people 10 minutes, 10 minutes. We're going to stop and drink water now. Because I've had people that I've been with hiking that have gotten dehydrated. So that's interesting. So when you swim 45 minutes or so between drinking water, for most of the time, obviously you can ask for water at any time.
Sure, yeah.
And
She usually trains about 35 minutes.
yeah.
Sometimes we push to 40, and you know, it depends on the race. If it's a longer one, then we would do 35 minutes probably.
Okay. How often do you train a week?
With UVAC, which is Upper Valley Aquatic Center, 6 times a week when I'm there, and then open water swimming is all like it's
You swim every day?
almost.
Almost? Yeah.
It's
Whenever she can get in.
yeah. Sometimes it's hard to find the balance between school and swimming, but
How about cross training? Do you do any cross training?
yeah, I've done Pilates, yoga. I do a little bit of running, not that much, and I don't know, just other things.
Just anything. You like any
Hey, that's
active
great.
thing, don't you?
And you're a freshman in high school? Or how are your
Sarge,
grades?
Good.
Grades are the most important thing.
Most
Yeah.
important. That's what makes this all happen.
If you get good grades, it'll carry you through your whole life, and it'll help you swimming too.
Yeah.
You can do things
Mom and
with
Dad
good
don't
grades.
allow swimming unless there's great grades. So
Yeah,
you
that's
it probably will get you into college, and then who knows what opportunities. I mean, it's amazing. That
That's
is fantastic.
The rule with our family. If you don't like put in the effort in school, then there's no swimming.
That's great.
So,
That is fantastic. Okay.
So that's what I do when I do laps. I actually go out.
Got some more fans here from the outdoor recreation group for seniors.
Hey, neighbors.
And neighbors. Neighbors.
She lives right next door.
Ah, I understand that.
Yeah.
She told me she practiced swimming with you.
Yeah. Right. Short trip.
Kevin will just
They're talking strategy out there. Ready to go anytime they're ready. A lot of fans here, friends, neighbors. They're still talking it over out there. They're going to come right out, probably right after us. And again, Skip's going to leave first. And in 14 minutes, then Vera will start out. It was estimated Vera's going to take about 14 minutes to cross it, and Skip's going to take about 28. So at the end, they should have a pretty good paddle here. So we'll see what's going on. There's her mom, the safety team. She's ready. It's going to be tough on you, where if she's swimming 16 hours, you're out there with her.
Yep, I train with her.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's really fun though.
Yeah. It's still, I wouldn't want to
When
sick.
it's weather like this, it's great.
It's great, but you still, what I find being, if I stay in a kayak over 2 hours, it's tough getting out.
Yeah.
she's been invited to go there, so she's hoping to go.
That's fantastic, and I hope the whole family's going to go too.
Well, I have to go to kayak because she's so young, and then we're hoping to get everyone there.
Yeah, fantastic. Got about 5 minutes to go. They announced at 4:30, and more and more people are coming in. A few people are out here in the boats behind me. And beautiful day for a swim. It's fun. Well, getting ready. A few more minutes left. Skip and Vera are talking. I think it's about really how he's going to come out through these rocks. And don't forget, she's going to wait 14 minutes, so she's got to remember where he went. Get ready to go. There he goes. And I'm on the rock, so he's going to go. Yeah, I got to stay here because I'm sitting on the rock. Got a nice stroke. Very nice. Okay. she's got 14 minutes to wait. And I'm gonna turn around and follow Skip out. Good luck, Vera. There's Skip going there. He's got a beautiful stroke. There's Vera's dad, Kevin. Way out further is Al. He's got a very nice stroke here. There's the Harbor Place out there. Keeping an eye out for things. That's great. Kevin. Skip's doing well. And just right between Kevin and the Harbor Place is where they're heading. Straight ahead. Yeah. Kevin keeping a close eye on him. Good stroke. Steady stroke. And up on shore, they're still there. Skip's about 9 minutes into the swim now. Police still out there helping. Vera is in the water. I hope I just started. You can see a red kayak there way in the distance. 16 minutes in. About 16 minutes here. I don't want to get too close to Skip, that's for sure. Kevin's doing a good job there. And way up at the shore. So sure is up there. We're getting close. He's going to break the record that he thought he was, his personal record. Up on the beach up there, you can see the yellow boat up there. The yellow duck at the finish line. He's doing great though. Skip is doing just fabulous. Been in the water now about 5 minutes. You can see her coming, and her dad said you'll see her splash. Try to find the red boat, keep an eye on it. Her mother's kayak is red. You begin to see her now in red. But she's coming along pretty good. Here comes Jim. How's she look, Jim? How's she doing?
Doing good.
It's getting there. Look at how close the shore is. You can see the rubber duck up there. The rubber duck's in sight for him. He's looking good there, boys. Coming in, maybe 200 or 300 yards from the beach right now. She's catching up, but he's doing exceptional. We're getting within sighting distance. He's not that far away from the shore now. He's not that far away from the shore. There he is. And you can see Vera back there now. She's catching up, but I'm not sure she has enough time to catch him. He's doing great. He's doing his best. He told me he wasn't going to quit or give her any lean. He was going to do the best he could. And he's doing fantastic. Breaking his own record. And she's back there. And he's 100 yards away from shore now. And she's coming in strong now. Look at her. Look at her. Unbelievable the speed that she's got, the strength. It's going to be about equal. I think he's going. But don't forget, she gave him a 14-minute start. Fantastic. And there's the crowd on the beach waiting for her to come in here. And Skip, obviously, too. See how they're going to do. He's going to make it. She's not far behind. She is not far behind. There's Vera. Here she's coming. She's coming. She's just smooth as silk. Oh, what a beautiful stroke. What What a beautiful stroke. Unbelievable. Look at her. She's just unbelievable. What a great stroke. What a great stroke. There's her mom, Darcy, guiding her. But she is strong. She's she's trying to catch him. There's no doubt. Look at this. Maybe 30 seconds behind him after giving him a 14-minute start. Fantastic, Darcy. Vera, Darcy's the mother. Vera's the dad, and there's Kevin. Unbelievable. Nice job, gang. Nice job. Wow. Hey, great job. What a wonderful swim. A great swim. What a great swim. Do you talk to her at all?
Mostly hand signals.
Hand signals, yeah.
Because every time you lift your hand, it's slower.
Okay, right. Yeah.
She wasn't
Yeah.
quite up to me, you know, I had no idea.
That's fantastic.
You see, the whole
There's
thing
the
was
people that came out.
You know what I mean? Anyway,
That
you know,
was
'cause
great. That was great race.
oh, that was fantastic. That's the best time.
72-year-old man beats 14-year-old woman.
74.
Swimming.
A race for the ages.
That's awesome.
Race for the ages.
That was great.
Race for the ages. That's a good one.
A race for the ages.
You know, I just,
Yes.
that was the fun of it. It was like even still I couldn't tell because we weren't quite up to me quite at the end, so I
Smile.
I wanted to double my donation. That gap is getting smaller and smaller. I said, gotta send Vera to Ireland.
Amen to that.
And they cut a hole in the ice with chainsaws, a 2-lane pool, and people come and they race. 25 breaststroke, 25 with a hat because they do one with the goofy hat. 25 freestyle, 50 freestyle, 100 freestyle, 200 freestyle, and relay, and then 25 flop.
This is in February.
In February.
In a channel they cut through the ice.
Yeah, and they have these skimmers that they skim the ice off as you're swimming to make sure you're not swimming through ice.
Unbelievable. And I've done some odd things before. I've never done
But
that.
yeah, you should.
Well, you are invited to donate to benefit Vera's Cork Swim Week Travel Fund to Ireland this upcoming July. I thank Vera and her wonderful family for the privilege of being able to do interviews and being part of her kayak support team. Again, please support Vera and her travel fund to Ireland for the Cork Swim Week. You are invited to donate to benefit Vera's Cork Swim Week Travel Fund to Ireland this upcoming July. I thank Vera and her wonderful family for the privilege of being able to do interviews and being part of her kayak support team. Again, please support Vera and her travel fund to Ireland for the Cork Swim Week.